Hey, what's going on, guys? It's No Shoes, and we're back with another one. And today we're going to be reacting to Hi Ren from Ren. I would give credit to one of y'all, but this was suggested by way too many people. So thank you, everybody that came out in support of my first reaction to Ren with The Hunger and suggested all of his other tracks, especially Hi Ren. I think that was the one most of y'all were excited to see, and I'm excited to see it as well. A little bit daunting with it being a 9-minute long track, but I can't wait to see what this is all about. Thank you guys for the support. If you want to see more Ren on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. But without any further ado, let's get right into this. Let's see what Ren has to say. Let's see what Hi Ren is all about. Let's get it. Okay. Okay. This nice change of pace here. Not a lot of songs we check out here start out with acoustic guitar and very interesting scenery as well, having the person kind of wheel him in with that pig mask on that I think we saw in the video for The Hunger as well. We got this, decrepit, kind of dilapidated room. And then Ren, he's in, this pretty like low tech wheelchair, whatever exactly, wearing a hospital gown. Just very dystopian kind of scenery bringing us in here. But nice guitar playing. Okay. Okay.
Hi there.
That was nice, man. I like that. That little bit of singing over the top. Very pretty with that upbeat type syncopated guitar rhythm or guitar riff. I really like the feel of this so far. And I appreciate that on such a long track, he's really taken his time to get started. Because if this was just smack against the wall the whole 9 minutes, I don't know, man. That's hard to listen to. 9 minutes of just balls to the wall. It's too much.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking.
Okay, nice. So, talking about sheep, the shepherd, the one who feeds me, the one who leads me. Nice little bit of wordplay going on in there. We're getting, it feels like different people having conversations with him, or maybe the different conversations he has within himself. And he's turning side to side to illustrate the dissociation, the separation between himself and this other voice. But we'll see where it goes. This is very intriguing. The levels feel a little bit low on his voice, but we got a lot of time here. We'll see how it changes.
Hi Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I.
Interesting. Okay, so now talking about therapists, finding coping skills, doing what you're doing to stay stable, keep yourself moving forward, and that's facts, man. You know, that's how it is. You gotta keep your eyes up every day, because the second you aren't, that stuff can start to turn sideways. But this is very interesting. I'm just so excited to get further into it because I know there's so much left to be revealed. But we're getting into his, maybe not struggle, but his experience with maintaining his mental health and bringing it to a place where he wants to maintain it and keep it stable.
Making some progress lately, and I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill.
And then that part right there, hi Ren. He starts out hi Ren, and then he says, I haven't needed you much lately. I think it's time we just step back and chill. So very much he's having this conversation with himself, but he doesn't feel like he needs himself right now, which is very interesting.
Learn some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, they're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different.
Damn, and the pacing, the changing of his voice, the different tones, where we get this sharp kind of wicked sneer on the tone to more relaxed, just natural sounding voice. Great transitions, very, very punctuated.
Noise, follow this 10-step program, rejoice, all your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate, this time is different, man, trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not left over dinner.
Damn, that was hard, man. The only thing that I would love added to this is just a little bit more, a little bit higher levels. You know, pump up the vocal, maybe like 2 or 3, and everything else could kind of come up around it. But beyond that, that switch right there, letting the guitar fall off, keeping the flow going, and just this strange, not strange, but this introspective battle that's going on, this internal battle going on inside him, where, you know, I even find myself doing it sometimes where, like, I'll be talking about something that I'm doing, but I say, we gonna get it done. And there's like that strange separation of selves where I tend to compartmentalize parts of myself where, like, no shoes no shoes is me. No shoes is the guy who goes out to the grocery store and gets the milk, but the guy who goes out to the grocery store isn't always here to sit down and listen and take the time and everything and be, you know, be a little excited about it. So, and having that ego enough to sit here and think of opinions and talk about it all to a camera, there's that separation between the different parts, and then they come together and achieve things together. And it's not really like having two, it's just like, it's such a strange thing. And I think we'd all be better off just letting Ren kind of show us what he's talking about.
that you can amputate me. I am you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never.
That's funny. Where's it? We're talking about an interview with Oprah. Man, is Oprah still popular like that? Be real with me, guys. I haven't heard anything about her in a long time.
Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me, that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so.
And that's facts right there, man. You gotta know who, what, and why you're doing it. Because if you want to be famous, that's fine. Do your thing. Try to be famous. But Ren is out here not trying to achieve, crazy levels of fame with his music. He's here to make it because he has struggles. He's had these problems in his life. He's been supported by the music that others have created. And he's here to put out this music, one, to help himself heal, and two, to help you. And that's the most beautiful thing about it. And regardless of that, this video still has 6 million views and it's only 2 months old. So again, this is beautiful. The light he's shedding right here onto the internals of, his career and his thought process around it is a beautiful thing, man. And if you want to be underground and you in the underground, just make peace with it, because the people who listen to you are the ones who are really listening to your music. They ain't just hearing it when it plays.
It's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be
Jeez.
Having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal? Next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that.
Hey, shout out Jimi Hendrix, man. I haven't heard him referenced in a track maybe ever, or at least in a very long time, but I'd love to see some more of this guitar. You guys were telling me some great stories. Maybe he can rival the skills, at least at some point.
Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious. Eminem did it. Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you don't.
And he's roasting himself. Yo, and that is the imposter syndrome, or just the critic that all artists have, and it's the worst thing ever, is just feeling unoriginal, like what you're doing isn't unique enough to you for people to care about it. And whatever it manifests as, that's a great way to address it. The break of the fourth wall bar, super funny, but also just very poignant and accurate.
Played on guitar. Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck.
Yo, the switches are immaculate, man.
I don't need you, I don't need to hear this, cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it, instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you.
We're going so quickly, calling himself out for having like a god complex of sorts, which I think when you're in a position of putting out music like this, sharing your story, creating these things, to call it a god complex might be an over simplification, or I don't know, maybe not the right term for it, but there's a part of you that has to embrace that ego and feel like, yeah, people want to listen to what I have to say. This is worth somebody's time and they will get something out of this when they listen to it. Whatever it is, there's a part of you that has to believe that you're the best at what you do. You're the only one doing what you do. And that's why people are going to come to you for the product that you provide.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer.
Hold up. We gotta slow down for a second. We got the lights flickering. We had that just quick break where he just hit the and then this transition, and it's just getting deeper and deeper by the second here. Let's bring it back. I could try to explain, but I ain't gonna do it any justice.
The dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name.
Okay, so he's going off like a bunch of different characters per se, talking about, the steak and Eden being temptation and all these different ways, analogies, metaphors for the same thing, being the sin, being what's wrong, what's corrupting.
Father of lies, Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, friend.
Oh my god. Just the changes in the guitar as well. Like, I've never really learned how to play a string instrument. That being said, very impressive. I love the dissonance, the way it fits in with his bars. It feels disconnected, but as if they couldn't exist without each other at the same time. Like, this is one of those songs where I call it beautiful, and I feel like a lot of people aren't going to understand. They're like, oh, where's the long, smooth, big whole tones? And it's like, nah, what's beautiful here is the purity of this expression that we're getting from Ren and how real all of this shit is to him, and the fact that he's living with all this rolling around in his head on a daily basis. And back to the beginning.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know,
hey, bro, and now we're getting a little bit of a swell finally. It's so artful the way he just slides those little extra punches in, brings that energy up just enough that you can feel that rise. Bro, I cannot wait to check out some of his other music. Obviously, we're big rap and hip hop fans over here on the channel, and I'm looking forward especially to checking out more of his what would you call it? Like, this has rap aspects in it. I guess some of his more traditional style rap songs, but this is just something, this is an experience beyond that.
Myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many.
Yeah, I love this theme, this return to him being some type of ancient being that has just been here for as long as everything has existed. Talking about, I know you've met me before. I know that my influence is eternal. I'm probably mixing up some of the words here, but we're getting the idea and the feeling accurately. And it's it's very interesting, just like this ancient beast lying in wait, you know, inside Ren's body, inside his head, wherever, and just always been around, doing his thing, watching the world go by.
I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. I know that I'll prosper, cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So
yes, sir. I was close, but wrong. He's hope, man. That was a beautiful change. That was a beautiful twist right there. The last thing I expected, but that's exactly how it's got to be. You got to be the hope that you need, because you ain't gonna find it anywhere else. That's beautiful right there. Hold up.
hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
Okay.
And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today.
Hey.
I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake.
Yes, sir.
So proud of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs. That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. Gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Bro, beautiful. Bring the singing out. Just there's so much going on in here, and I wish we could touch on all of it and take the time to really fully break this down. If y'all go crazy, maybe that's something we can do here in the future. So make sure y'all hit like, hit subscribe, do the things that makes YouTube happy, and all know that you guys want to see more of these videos. But beautiful singing, just his versatility as an artist between the hunger and this is inspiring, to say the least. And his story here of, you know, standing in the fire, standing in the flames, surviving through your worst days, and knowing that you're gonna be going on because you're standing here still, and that's really all you can do.
That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
Hey. Kind of funny having him like kick his leg up and seeing that he's got on like probably shorts and a t-shirt underneath the hospital gown. But it's better than him kicking his leg up and getting a view of something else. But again, this song, it's been very back and forth, discordant at some places, nice and melodic and harmonic in others, and just all these different feelings, all the different little parts of you, the different little thoughts that flow around in your head, crisscrossing, and which thoughts get to live, which thoughts get to die, which ones do you keep, which ones do you send away. But there's this cyclical nature to it. And now we're coming back to a little bit more pumped up energy. But again, something that came from the very beginning of this track with this, I don't know, it's almost like he's like head singing, or from like the roof of his mouth, he's singing in a way. And it has a great energy to it. The guitar is bumped up. I love it. It'd be great to see this swell kind of continue for a little bit while longer and then kind of take us out to the end. But we'll find out. We still got 2 minutes left. Beautiful. Oh, is this it?
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. Yeah. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Yo. Yo. That was something else, man. Honestly, maybe the most unique thing I've ever heard, at least in this type of direction. And great way to cap it off with a little story talking about trying to fight our own monsters, trying to find the good and serve the good that we can, and the eternal battle that always is between, now I'm seeing it, the devil on the one shoulder, the angel on the other shoulder, and the conversation that will go on eternally of, which wolf do you feed? Which one do you come back to? And when you try to be rigid and resist, you'll most likely fail. But when you can be flexible and move with the waves, change with the ebb and flow, then you'll really start surfing along the top instead of sinking down to the bottom. Either way, that was beautiful, heavy, packed full, so many things, and absolutely beautiful music. I can't wait to check out more. Once again, thank you to all of you guys that supported the channel, watching that first Ren video, suggesting this track in addition to his many others. It truly means a lot. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everybody in the No Shoes gang. Make sure y'all hit like, hit subscribe, hit that bell, and leave some suggestions in the comments down below. and I will see you all next time.